Right, I'm going for a run. We're going to go for 3.5. No, not. We're going to go for a 5 kilometer run. Two things. One, I'm going to try a controlled run, and two, I've got a new toy which I'm going to try out. Wait, because you're attached to the new toy. This thing here. Close the legs back up, and that extends out. Now that isn't fixed, but the reason I wanted this is because I was fed up with taking my tripod apart. Right then, whilst you're enjoying the scenery of the run, if you want to know where this run is, it's the Daventry Park run. Huge attendance. Let's talk about let's call it a running stick, shall we? Because I don't like selfie stick. It's a lot better than what I was using. The only issue I found with it was the tendonitis I've got in my right arm. Yep, right arm. Gripping that stick when it was extended, kind of put your arm in, and if I do that, that right there is where the tendonitis, is where the tennis elbow is. Sorry, not tendonitis. Tennis elbow. Hurts right there. When I put it in that arm, it was fine. But that one, yeah, I need to rest it a lot more. But apart from that, I don't really have much to say about it. It was great. When I finished the run, I went to the end, I walked to a park, opened it up as a tripod, put it up, did some stretching. Brilliant. So I will be using that from now on. First thing, I struggle to do slow runs. I started running years ago. It was either go or don't go. So trying to do a controlled run is very difficult. Controlled runs. So I did this morning. Now I started running at 41. I'm now like weeks away from being 50 years old. From the age of 41 up until 45, 46, I was running a lot. I think it was around that time anyway. Now there's this huge thing at the moment saying do controlled runs. Keep your heart rate at 130 beats per minute, slow your rate down, blah, 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 blah. Great. If you could do that, great. I struggle at doing controlled runs. But when I was running before, I never did controlled runs. I just did my usual loop, which was a 10-kilometer run. I ran that, or I ran it the reverse way if I got bored of doing it one way. I would then throw in some hill runs and a very short route, which ran in a figure of 8. So you'd come round and then it would be, come round and then it would be sprint, slow, 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 sprint, slow, 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 sprint, and so on, for as many as I could. And then I would do a park run every couple of weeks just for the short speed of it. Now, the reason I'm saying all this is because I went for my run today, and I went to my local gym to have a sauna to, recover. And when I was in there's a guy in there who I talk to quite regular, and he said he's stopped doing resistance training and he's now doing running because he's entered a marathon. He turned around and said, right, so I tried to do a controlled run this morning and I just couldn't do it. And instantly, without thinking, well, don't do a controlled run then. Why are you doing them? Said if he's training for a marathon, then at the moment he's doing his 5K park runs. I said just throw in some hill runs once a week and then throw in a long run once a week. So then you've got your 3 runs and obviously the resistance training for the legs and the core. Yeah, my advice straight away to him was don't do a controlled run, but don't think of it too much as a controlled run. Don't worry too much if you can't keep the 130 heart rate and you can't keep the pace. Just, if it takes away the fun part of running or it takes away the enjoyment of running, don't think of it as that. Just take your watch off if you have to. Take everything off that measures everything and just go for a run. Keep it varied. I was 42, 43. Again, my past, never ran before in my life, never did any sort of exercise up until the age of 41. At the age of 42, 43, I did a half marathon in 1 hour, 35 minutes. Not doing all of these. I just ran. I didn't track anything on my watch because I didn't have a fancy smartwatch. I took a phone with me after a few months of, I tracked it all on Strava. But I just ran. And I thought, well, if I throw some hills in, then the flats will seem a lot easier. That's kind of where I went. So that's what I told him to do. Throw some hills in, throw a long run in. Don't worry too much about the stats. Just enjoy the running. Just make it varied. Rather than just run, 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 run. What I'm trying to say is, if you are a casual runner, you're not an elite runner, if you're a casual runner and you have entered a 5k, 10k, half marathon, marathon, whatever it is you've entered, just add variance to your running. That's all I'm trying to say. Keep it interesting. Don't worry too much about the stats. Don't worry too much about trying to keep the same heart rate, trying to keep the same pace. Just enjoy the run. Go for a long run. Add some hills into your run. Do a short, quick run. Just make it a bit more interesting. That's all I'm trying to say. And enjoy it.